So Bangkok is one of the largest cities in the world, but for myself and many other Westerners living here, it's actually quite small, and I seem to run into my friends all the time just randomly in the street. So today I want to get out of the same areas that I always go to and go exploring. So over the last couple of weeks, I've been house hunting around this area, and I noticed a lot of these places you can see behind me here. There's so many great condos up in this part of Osaka. It's just too far away from the main road and from where I want it to be. But there's really amazing places here, and they're really cheap as well in comparison. So today I'm just gonna walk this way. I don't have any plan of where I'm gonna end up. I've got a 5-hour podcast to get through. I won't listen to all of it. I'd like to get through half of it. So I'll just walk until I don't wanna walk anymore. I need to get some lunch somewhere along the way, but I just wanna see new parts of the city. So I've come off the main road. I just thought I'd walk like sort of the side streets to go parallel to the main road. And it looks like there's lots of restaurants around here. So I'm gonna pop into somewhere and get some lunch. So I just popped into some little random restaurant for lunch. This place is really cute. It's tiny. It probably only sits about 5 people. So I'm getting way more brave with coming into these little places that don't necessarily have English menus or anything like that. You know, it's kind of difficult because you don't know what you're going to get when you come in, but I'm starting to learn more of the food names and everything. Anyway, I ordered myself some chicken and rice. This looks really good. That's really good. I mean, everywhere you go does similar food, but they've all got their own little twist on it. It's yum. Bye. Oh, yeah, great lunch. I love these like little local restaurants that essentially, it's in the carport area of a house. They're all over the place here, and I do love eating in them. It's that real like homemade style food as well. That lunch was delicious. I think 60 baht, $2 including a drink. Unbelievable. God, these little streets are so hectic. Anyway, back walking. I'm just going to keep heading. Actually, I don't even know. I'm not heading any one particular direction. I'm just going to walk until I don't want to walk anymore, basically. Love the interesting things you see when you're out walking around. Like that's a house of someone that likes to collect things, we'll say. But that's a super old school car in there. I would love to know what that is. I imagine it's quite valuable too. So I'm about 2 hours in. I'm just in this maze of little streets. Streets are all crazy. There's bikes and people everywhere. I'm having such a great time. This looks like, you know, a completely different part. Well, it is a completely different part of Bangkok, but it's so different to where I'm staying. Oh my God. Sorry, I had to squeeze past all these guys. Try not to get run over. There's no sidewalks here, obviously. So I'm intentionally not looking at my phone and not looking at maps. I don't want to know where I am at all. I just want to keep walking and see where I end up. It's so interesting to do this. You have to do, if you come to Bangkok, you have to do this. Just like start walking and just see where you end up. It's amazing. It's just so interesting to see all the different houses and everything. You know, there's no high-rise buildings around where I am. This is just like a little local neighborhood. It's great. So when I first moved to Bangkok, I moved to an area called Ratchathani, and the reason I wanted to live there, it's actually a lot like this. It's a real local neighborhood, and I wanted to have the local experience of living in a Thai neighborhood and not be around like, you know, the foreigner districts or the, you know, the touristy areas and things like that. And I had a really good time there, and like the biggest thing that stood out to me is how much of a community there are in these places. So, you know, I was only there a matter of days, and people started to recognize me because you're walking through the same streets every day. And everyone would start to say hello, and then after a while people were asking me my name and things like that. And it seems like everyone gets to know each other within these communities, and it's a really lovely thing. You know, you walk down the street and everyone knows who you are and you know who they are and everything. I've since now moved to like the busiest part of Bangkok, but I do really enjoy coming to these places. So I don't know where I am right now. Wherever I am, it's absolute madness. There's bikes everywhere, there's people everywhere. It's like little markets and stuff around here. It smells great. There's street food everywhere cooking. This is so much fun. You know, what's really interesting is I just realized, so the entire time I've been walking, since I got out of the Osaka area, I pretty much haven't seen a single foreigner the entire time I've been out here, which is great, you know, because sometimes as I'm walking up and down Sukhumvit, I realize like there's actually more foreigners walking up and down that street than there are Thai people. So it's really good to get away from that and come to these areas. You know, I'm just constantly blown away by how friendly everyone is in these areas. You know, as I'm walking around, I mean, there's no other tourists or foreigners around here, but everyone just looks at me and they smile and people say hello. Like an overwhelming amount of people say hello. It's really nice. Thai people are just the friendliest. It's so good. All right, well, yeah, 3 hours, or just under 3 hours I've been out walking around, so I've had such a good time. So the next time you come to Bangkok, if you're not here already, you have to do this. Just walk. Don't look at where you're going. Don't look at your maps. Don't look at your phone. Just walk and see where you end up. So I had a great podcast that I was listening to, and I'm like completely absorbed in that and just enjoying the scenery and everywhere I am at the time, just having such a great time. All right, well, I'm going to wrap the video up here. Got some fun videos coming up, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching. See you next time. So I get really excited to make these videos every day. Maybe not today. Today I'm off to immigration. Let's go.